Imagine that. It's been so long that I've done one of these solos that man forgot to unmute myself. But how is it going, people? I am back. Off the cuff live. I thought, you know what? Why not go live? I've got a bit of time tonight. It's not going to be a long one, but I look back on my channel and I thought, right, I ain't done a Turkish Talks, a solo video since we drew Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Now we're at the Champions League. Not too long ago. People might be wondering, why is he talking about that? That was days ago now, because I don't do these solo lives often. So we've got to go back over not a great period, definitely not the best period, we've had this season. Far from it, the worst period. And it feels like it's 3 L's, but it was 2 L's and a draw. But looking back now, the draw was definitely where we lost it against Bayern Munich. But listen, we're going to get into all of that. There's a lot, I guess, to talk about. You've probably heard my opinions, my thoughts, Big Six, Forever Arsenal, fan cams, watch-alongs, all of that stuff. But like I said, these solo vids comes in handy every once in a while. It can go left, but I don't mind it going left, I don't mind it going left. I mean, the way Garcia moved to Haney last night, I guess some people might want to talk about that later on in the vid. Let's focus on the football first. This whole big three, Drake and Kendrick and J. Cole and Rick Ross and Kanye's jumped in now. Chris Brown, actually. Big up Chris Brown. You see, we can talk about that as well. I'm sure we'll get into that later. Would have been good to talk to Curtis about that. Listen, we've been trying to get it sorted, another OGs, me and Curtis. It just hasn't happened. He's been busy. I've been busy. It will happen this week, though. It will happen this week for sure. I doubt it happens before the Chelsea game, but Wednesday, maybe Thursday, you'll see another OGs live right here. So make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, I mean, we can talk about the boxing, we can talk about the music. We're gonna talk about Arsenal's last couple of weeks, including the win. We are top of the table. People might think I'm all doom and gloom. I'm actually not. If you have heard my opinions before the Bayern second leg, I had hope, and I still have hope now that if we do win the rest of our games, which we can. Do I think we will? No, but we can. Did I think we was gonna go 9 out of 10 after that Dubai break? Definitely not. After West Ham and Fulham, definitely not. But we did. Hence why we're here now talking about if we do this, will we? Do you really believe it? And what Yeah, if we pick up the same results against how many games is left? 5. 5 games. Is it 5? Yes, 5. If we pick up the same result against 4 of those 5 teams and flip the United result around from last season, all teams we've beaten, then I think Man City do drop points in one game. Don't ask me what game that is, but I do think Man City drop points. The only problem is I think Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal will drop points, which will leave Man City winning the league. So that's my opinion of it. Look at Nikhil asking about OGs. Soon come later this week. I'll get that in for sure. But listen, Big Six tomorrow, big announcements as well, big shows, coming. I won't say too much on that because that's an announcement for the Big Six. But yeah, make sure you're there on the Big Six. And before I forget, people, listen, there's 250 in the building. Nice, couple minutes in. Hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. There's a new platform. I say new platform. It's a new platform for football. It's been a platform for a long time now. NBA streamers mostly, and I can't lie. If you're a fan of NBA and you're a fan of watch-alongs and streaming, then this is the place for it because they actually have the game on whilst the streamer's in the corner. They've got the full license for the NBA games. And to be honest, I watch NBA. I touch in on it every once in a while. I'm always up late, so there's always games throughout the year. And it's playoff period. So I was thinking of doing some, but I can't just come out of nowhere and start doing NBA. So that might be one for the future. But right now, the focus is football, UFC, boxing as well. But yeah, as I was saying, Playback. You can see a link in the live chat. There's a link in the description as well. They're not sponsoring the show or anything like that, but they have created a platform there for streamers. And I'm going to move FC to, I say move, I never started it on this channel, but, we started it on the Big Six. But FC 24, I'm going to do on Playback. Reason being because you can engage a bit better. The way you can bring the live chat into the videos as well is a bit better than the way we can do it now. It's like a mix between Twitch and YouTube, a more engaging Twitch, I'd say. So I'm gonna do my FC24 there. A lot of people ask me about FC24. I told people years ago I retired. I'm the GOAT. Recently come out of retirement because, you know, the game is the game. We got to get it done for Big Six. And as you saw on Big Six, if you did see on Big Six, I'm not a gas man. I wasn't lying. I'm the best out of the Big Six. I don't even need you lot to agree. I know what I know. But FC24, I'm gonna do career mode there, but I'm more interested in the one-on-ones because a lot of people have been, you know, going on Smokey in the live chat, a couple DMs on Instagram, Twitter as well. When are you doing FC24? You used to talk a lot about it. You know, you've gone ghost. No, I haven't gone ghost. Time is of the essence, but we're here now. We're here now. So if you want to take part in those one-on-ones and, you know, see me on career mode as well, not just this week, it's launching this week, but for the next month or more, I'm going to be streaming pretty much every day, FC24. So make sure you're there. My channel is right there, or I say my room. They call it a room. It's right there. Go sign up. It's free to sign up. You can watch it without signing up, though. That's the thing. So if you just want to watch things, you don't have to sign up. But if you sign up, then you can obviously get brought into the videos. You can engage and you can do all of that stuff, which is a big part of the community that, you know, I've built here and we've built on the Big Six as well. So if you're on stuff on FC24, let's do it. It's about time. Let's do it. So yeah, go follow up that place, Playback. Not only have I got a playback room, so's Matisse as well. But you know, if you don't know, you can find that on Matisse's channel as well. So go show him some love too. I see the super chat. Big up Ricky. I see another one coming earlier. I'm gonna get them in as well. Or should we just lead with that? There is an app. Gortonelli's asking if there's an app. There is an app. I've downloaded it on the iPhone. So the easiest way is to download the app. You know, it's on Android as well. Download the app, sign up. My room is there. You know, my room is there. Turkish LDN. It's the same as this. Instagram, Twitter, all of that. Turkish LDN. You can go just follow me or subscribe to me, whatever it is. And yeah, when I go live, you'll be notified. The thing about it is, you know, it's only a live platform. So as soon as the live is done, there is no playback. But if things do go well in terms of the content, if I think it's good enough, then I will release it to the members only on this channel, because I've got quite a few members that haven't really got any benefit yet. So that is an option I have. But obviously, if the content is of sufficient quality and whatnot, I do like watching the career modes of Saeed and Matisse. So I'm hoping that, yeah, mine is as good as theirs, but we'll see. We'll find out. But big up, man. Download the app and use the link. My room's there. Bro, a lot of people are saying this, you know. Is he still live? Can someone clip it for me, bro? Can you just clip that little bit for me and just send it to me? If you can do that for me real quick, I'll send it to him during this show and we'll see what he's saying during the show. Because if that's what he said, you know, did he say straight Ten Hag out, or is there room for debate? Because I was just watching his stream, yeah, and he's, you know, circling around the subject. He ain't saying it, but he's saying it. I need him to say it. No ifs, buts, or maybes. It needs to be said loud and clear. Bank details off to him. Cash, money, back to me. Nice transaction. And we move. So if someone's got the clip, then yeah, Twitter or Instagram, I'm on there. Let me know. Man said, let me get on it. Come on. If you got that, then we move. Let me see what the people are saying. Another super chat coming. Big up. Sorry. Turkish, you have to make Matisse start the mid six. It would be glorious. Watch the Big Six tomorrow. That's all I'm saying, man. Watch the Big Six tomorrow. Like the announcements for there. You know, this is, yeah. Watch the Big Six. Make sure you're there, brother. We will be there. Let me get the super chats in before I do look back a few weeks, because, you know, I don't want them to pile up and people think that I'm ignoring them. Straight in, Temi says, but for a miracle, we ain't winning shit. But you know what the funny? My bad. Do you know what the funny thing is? Is winning our last 5 games and City drawing 1 and winning. What have they got left? 5. Drawing 1, winning 5, and us winning our last 5. Is that a miracle? I wouldn't say it's a miracle. Because let's look at it in isolation. Can Arsenal win the last 5 games? Yes. I know can and will are very different here. Very different. But can we? Yes. That is clear. Every team, yes. Of course Arsenal can. At times this season and at times last season, we were the best team in the league in form, or most informed team, however people want to look at it. City are, are the best by far, but you know what I mean. So I don't think it's a miracle. A miracle would be us losing against Chelsea or drawing against Chelsea this Tuesday and then still coming out to win the league come May. I'd say that's a miracle. Right now, it's on the cusp of being virtually impossible. And once it's virtually impossible, if it happens, there's a miracle. So, yeah, close, but no cigar. Let me go. Sorry, one just came in. Let me get this one in because it's just popped up on my screen. I've got the rest there as well, people. No worries. Ray, big up Ray. Do you expect world-class signings next transfer window? You know why this question's like, I don't know how to answer it because the answer is yeah. Okay, so the answer is yes. It's not bad. I don't know how to answer it. I think the last 3 players we need. Well, I think we need 3 or 4 to be honest, but 2 of them that come into the first team need to be of that ilk. That, game changer. That, that guy, basically, the guy that you turn to. You turn to because he's the star signing, and then you continue turning to because he continues turning up. That guy. Twice. We need that twice. One of them's easy in terms of we all agree striker. I think another one's pretty easy. We all agree probably an 8. I see Rice much more as a 6 than I do 8. Even though I've liked him in the 8, I've seen good things from him. I much prefer him as the 6 than the 8. Yeah, I think those 2 positions, I think we need world class. Maybe even a winger. You might say need world class. With the winger, I'd say if we could get, world class striker and 8 in, then with the winger, I think we can get the tier below or the tier that's, yeah, I'd say the tier below. I was about to say the tier that's up and coming talent, but Saka is up. We forget Saka and Martinelli are up and coming talent. That's what we forget. So, yeah, if we could sign a world class 8 and a world class striker, then I'd be content with a win. Like I wanted DRB last summer, Kudus even. I think both are not world class, definitely not, and probably not the tier below either. But they're knocking on the door. Sorry, for the tier below world class. Or they're in that, but they're knocking on the door above. Never going to be world class, but they're good enough wingers to push to start games, to win you games at times. So the next question is, what is world class? And we've done that before. I don't know what world class is anymore, especially in systems. In systems, I don't know. Like it's hard to know, managers that have systems can bring in players that either you don't know or you don't rate or you don't think is the right one, but can show you that it can be. Arteta's done it many times at Arsenal. Don't get twisted; he's got many flops as well in the transfer window, but he's done it many times. But I think it's come to a time now where the 2 of the 4 players that come in need to be of that game-changing, world-class ilk. That's the that is the final step for me. Because like I said, the players we rely on now, they're up and coming talent. As much as, I like them, and as much as they have pretty much at times carried us through into the period we are in now in terms of expectation, challenging, ambition, um, wanting the majors, smelling the majors. We still need people in front, people that can guide, people that can lead, people that can stand up when the chips are down, people that can stand up when it's not going to plan. And I think it didn't go to plan against Bayern second leg and Aston Villa second leg. And I don't think we had a player that stood up to it. If I'm honest, I'd probably look I'd probably look more at Declan Rice as someone in these moments. But Declan Rice is his first season at this club, first season in Champions League. So is that fair? Well, he's 100 mil, you know. So that ain't me dissing him, by the way. That's me saying what is world class anymore, because I just don't feel like there is many in any position, and this goes to managers as well. It's just the football sphere has just changed. It's changed over the years. I just see Eze left 8 out of nowhere. Yeah, I'd take Eze, but Eze ain't like one of these world class, 2 of the 4 world class. Eze would be a good addition to the squad, you know. If I'm looking at 8, I'm probably looking at a Frankie de Jong. But the reality is, I mentioned it on Forever, but I mentioned it somewhere. Honestly, I think Odegaard can do the 8, and we can get a better 10 in terms of us. When I say better, I mean better in the final third. Even though, listen, Odegaard's his numbers have been great 2 seasons in a row now. But I feel like the balance that he has naturally, I feel like his balance naturally is working hard defensively, working hard in midfield, as well as chipping away in the final third. I just feel like in the 10, you can also have someone that gives you that in the attacking third, but also has the ability to just win it out of nowhere in the big moments, in the big games. I think we could do that. We won't do that. We'd probably go for an 8 again, but I wouldn't mind like either a Frankie de Jong coming in the 8 or a Wirtz coming in the 10 and Odegaard moving to the 8. I wouldn't mind either one of those. So there's a bit of, room to maneuver for me in those positions. And striker, I mean, Isak's the one for me. Worry about injuries, yes, but wouldn't even call him world class. It's, what world class striker is out there apart from Kane and Haaland? Mbappe's not a striker, by the way. People would even argue Haaland. Listen, Haaland's not the greatest player, but if we're talking striker, he's a world class striker. Having a poor season by his standards, he's still hit 20 goals. So, and that's just in the league. To be honest, I don't know overall. Isak, I see Muniz. Didn't he just sign for who was it? Fulham? Yeah. Vlahovic name come up again from Sosuk. What's he doing nowadays? I mean, I thought Vlahovic was a good target. In the end, I didn't believe he was a target. So I don't know with Vlahovic. Has the ship sailed on that one? I wouldn't mind Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins, he looks good. It just doesn't sound right, but who cares how it sounds? I mean, Ben White didn't sound right to me, and he's one of my favorite players. Ramsdale didn't sound right, and okay, this season he's gone basically, but over the couple of years he was there, he helped us to an extent that I didn't think was possible. But yeah, sorry, mate. Let me go back to the super chats. Big up Ricky says, hope you're good. Been unable to watch the Big Six live due to work and timings. Question is, a lot of excuses of burnout for April fall-offs. Shouldn't adrenaline from a title charge be pulling tough people through? Where did I say this? I'm sure I said it on the starting 11. On the starting 11 before Wolves, on the sofa before the watch along, the video stream before the watch along. People were talking about tiredness, and I mentioned it in a different way. I said, listen, there ain't that many, a couple, a handful at best, handful more games than there was 20 years ago. This whole talk about extra games, is especially when you consider fitness and nutrition is so much better than it ever was. But listen, there's an argument that they run more than they ever had to back then. Then there's another argument then, but these are unused to drink back then, and they still used to run a hell of a lot. So there's a hell of a lot of different arguments for both sides. But you are right. Adrenaline should see you through. I think Liverpool. Actually, now Liverpool's not a good example because they won it pretty early. But Man City have definitely, at times. Look, Gundogan and Mahrez. They've popped up at times towards the end of the season when, we can't forget this. They've popped up at the end of the season when other players either aren't there, the ones that you expect to stand up, or are not performing. So okay, I get it. It is a real thing, but it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. It can't be an excuse, not to the fans anyway, because either the situation wasn't managed properly, and then you look above, or the players didn't show enough heart. And I think there's a big mix of that in the second halves against Bayern and Aston Villa. Now against Wolves, pretty solid game. Nervy at times, especially considering the scoreline. But we got the job done. Clean sheet. It's another platform now to build off, because the last platform that we had, and we was riding waves through, we fell off the surfboard. Just had to get back on now and hopefully ride the wave to the end. And like I said, if we ride the wave to the end and win all of our games, I think we win the league. If we win all of our games and don't, do you know how? But listen, I've seen Liverpool go down worse, so I c- you know it will be mad, but this is what City do. Um, so yeah, Ricky, I'm with you. I think heart, passion, desire, will, fight. The fire in the belly. It should get you through these big moments, because they are big moments. Man City away was a big moment. Brighton after, is it after? I think so. A big moment. How do you follow up from the good point at Etihad? Bayern Munich, big moment. All right, 2-2. We got out of there, still all to play for. Aston Villa, big moment. Fucked it. Bayern away, big moment. Won't say fucked it, but should have put away a couple of chances in that first half. Reason I won't say fucked it is because it wasn't like Villa. It was whimpered out. That's what I'd say about that one. Whimpered out, because first half I thought we should have been up, similar to Villa. But yeah, the way we went out in the end was sad. And then the most recent, another big moment, another big game. Wolves away. You know, I think sometimes we forget away games are difficult. There's an extra edge to it, because we've had such a great record over the last couple of years. Sometimes we watch these games go by and expect, which is fair. I expected to win as well, but we also don't realize not how big it was, because I wouldn't. Wolves was big actually, because if we didn't win against Wolves, it was over. But Wolves are not big in terms of, when you play Wolves, you don't expect oof, that's going to be a sticky one per se, but it can be. It can be. Hopefully, I answered your question. You see, on these ones, Ricky, you know more than anyone. Sometimes I can go waffle a bit, but we get there in the end. Daniel says, "My first ever super chat ever on YouTube. Love you and your takes, Turkish. Don't get down, everybody. If you don't win it this year, we will win it next year." Thank you, Daniel. First and foremost, love for the love. Appreciate the love first and foremost, the support, the super chat as well. Listen, aside from the super chat, big up for the support. It sounds like you've been watching for a long time, so that's what I appreciate more than anything, because this is why we're here right now in 2024, still doing content. You can see me everywhere. Turkish, what's the responsibility of fans when a team isn't doing well? If each of us has a part to play, and if fans actually affect how a team plays. Fans you can never blame fans for a result. or you could never blame fans for the way things are at the club or a club. Any. I think you can tie in actions and tie in things that could connect it up, but the reality is it doesn't have any any effect, or shouldn't, until until you like look at Anfield as an example. Anfield have we know all about Anfield. This era knows all about Anfield. Why? Because we've seen great moments, we've seen great things, but the era before this era, Anfield still pulled it out the bag and still achieved great moments, but Liverpool weren't great for many, many years. Liverpool fans were still Liverpool fans. They were still great. They still supported the managers. Upset if they lost, of course. This is football. That's normal. That's natural. But during that time, I wouldn't say, oh, Liverpool went 30 years without a league. The fans weren't good enough. But you could never say that. Obviously, there's a lot of PTSD, I think, in the Arsenal. There is for me in the Arsenal fan base as well. There's a lot of, equally or even unequally, it could even be 70-30. There's a lot of blind delusion as well, which also leads to the good support. I say good in terms of what people would perceive as, look, always singing, always dancing, win, lose or draw. They're backing it, they're supporting the thing. Poor performance, chin up, we move on, next one. Missed out on a league, don't worry, we move on, next one. That sort of a vibe. But yeah, you can never attribute fans to success fully. You can tie it in, yeah, but if we attribute fans to success, how did Man City win the treble last season? You know, a lot of things come before fans, I think, and yeah, fans have the least effect out of everything that can have an effect. That's my opinion. Um, Ardit says, seen every Big Six show. I big up as well, 600 in the building. It was a random live. It's 9:30 here at night, and I've got 6 super chats waiting. I've had super chats already. I just thought I was gonna come in, have a little conversation, little talk about the last couple of weeks, and keep it moving. But the community is here, full force. Love it. So Adit says, seen every Big Six show since the start. Um, keep doing your thing, my G. How do you stand people like Babs? I can't stand the guy and the shit he spills. Because should I be honest with you? I've been used to this my whole life. Like, I've grown up with opposition fans, in my circle from primary school, secondary school, uni. Lived with a couple brethren. One supported United, the other supported Tottenham. I've gone through, stages of meeting various Arsenal fans before all of this. There's one in particular, Ranks. Um, God knows if he even watches my stuff. I haven't talked to him in a couple of years now. I hope he's well, but still got mutuals there that we see. But Ranks, me and him used to argue so much about football. Used to argue. I used to think he's a bit delusional, and I was done from this whole Van Persie to United thing. So I've been used to it for a long time. I can't lie. When I first, arrived on YouTube, the only thing for me that was important was mentioning the owners, because no one was talking about the owners during the Wenger out period. In my opinion, not enough people. There wasn't enough behind it. Um, in terms of social media online, I know there was protests dating back way before fan cams and whatnot, but I just thought, listen, this is a big platform. It needs to be said. So that, in terms of owners, that was my that was my entry point. And I used to have to deal with so many different fans that would avoid it, would say we needed to sell, would say they're good owners, would blame it all on Wenger, because I wanted Wenger gone, because I thought, and I said it many times, he's protecting them. He's the face, he's their shield, and they're paying him for it. you know. So as much as I wanted Wenger out, I wasn't as it was a different reason for a lot of people. A lot of people blamed him for it. Whereas I get it, you can as well attribute it to what I'm saying. There's a big part to blame there, but again, I'm going off subject. But I had to deal with a lot of fans that just didn't understand how these owners have fucked the club. They didn't understand. So that was especially my entry point into YouTube, my entry point into a lot of people's opinions coming left, right, and center. As much as I was used to it with friendship circles, the internet's a mad place, especially when you arrive through a channel like AFTV and there's numbers straight away, just opinions and thoughts and whatnot. So Ranks, for example, was a friend, and his opinions used to piss me off. We used to argue, used to be funny as hell, and we just go about our day and just carry on enjoying. When people online with no face and no whatsoever background or nothing are just saying random things, and it's a bit more difficult to deal with in terms of how you receive it and what you can argue back with. But I've learned over the years, people are just going to have their opinions, and it is what it is. I I don't like getting involved in, how, especially our fan base. A lot of fan bases have it. A lot of big six fan bases have it, but especially our fan base, the way that it's divided into, he thinks all the way that way, and he thinks all the way that way, and he can never talk to him because he thinks that about the club, and he thinks that about the club. He said that about him because he said that about the club, and he said that about him because he said that about the club. Or he said that about him because of the player that he didn't like and gave him this rating for. Or he said that about him because he likes the manager and he said they give him another year. Man are arguing about bullshit. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe I'm getting old, but I could never beef man over a football opinion. If I hear delusional opinions, which I hear near enough every day, whether it's through my ears or whether it's through a live chat or whether it's through watching someone else's stream and listening and seeing their live chat, delusion every day. It's easier to find delusion than real. Much easier. So much easier. It's not even I'm not even saying anything crazy there. It's not breaking news. It's so much easier. Um, Again, am I going off on one? But yeah, sorry. Back to, because you mentioned Babs. So me and Babs are completely different. There's a reason I put him on the big six. There's a reason. First and foremost, big up Babs. But there's a reason because I know he's completely different to me. So I like that when I'm not on the show, they get to see a completely different perspective. Because a lot of fans don't like my opinion as well, but they still support the show. They talk a hell of a lot of shit in the comments after I do miss the show, but that is what it is. I even like that because it shows I've made a good decision. But I put him on because he's a complete different opinion to mine. I have plans. We have talked about doing, show or shows together. I prefer talking to people that will challenge my opinion or go against the grain, and we can have a debate about it and talk about it, and there's different perspectives and different angles, and the background of each individual is. I prefer those types of conversations than I would with all in one, everyone agreeing, if I'm honest. So yeah, I mean, I think I've answered it. I see edits doing emojis there, but I think I answered that. But we move. We move. Daniel again saying I'm both Swedish and Serbian. Vlahovic is a good finisher inside the box, but lacks overall football skills. Isak has it all, but is injury prone. Yep. And the question is, what do we want? Do we want someone now that is just going to be in the box and do his thing, or do we want someone? To be honest, we could probably do with both Isak and Vlahovic backing him up, if we're honest. But it's going to be one, and it's going to be Havertz backing him up, or yeah, probably Havertz. I don't know if Jesus stays another year, if I'm honest. Not too sure. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And Ricky again, you didn't mention excuses. We are hearing a lot of excuses online. Hence, I asked. Sorry if I wasn't clear. Nah, I get you 100%. 100%, bro. I didn't take no offense. 100, right. Ricky, we know what it is already. Danny Olmo is the one for me. Keep Rice as a 6. Danny and Odegaard. Danny Olmo. I haven't watched him consistently for a little while, you know. There was a period that, you know, I did like the look of him and I thought, okay. So I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. How old is he now? Must be mid-20s, or is he getting into late 20s? Or when I saw him, was he young? Let me search. 25. Yeah, mid. It's not a bad age. Not a bad age. Like I said, it's hard to find experienced world-class players now. If we're talking about needing experience and world-class talent together, it's it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. Where are we? Let me go back to it. Sorry, De Jong just taken off, got another ankle injury, and already missed 14 games this season. Any new transfers need their injury records looked at. Louis, you know what it is? I used to think this. Then we signed Partey. Missed 2 days in his whole career. 2 days. Not 2 games. Missed 2 days in his whole career. And God knows how many days he's missed since. Uh, it's definitely 100 and something games he's missed, is it? How long has he been here? 3 years? Probably missed 100 and something games. 4 years. Yeah. So, yeah, you would think that. Look, even Isak went to Newcastle. Isak's injury record was pretty clean, pretty good before Newcastle. Gone to Newcastle, now he's got a bad record, bad reputation. So, yeah. It's a risk, but everything's a risk now. Whether it's because of injury record, whether it's because of a lack of years and depth behind a striker. You know, there's been a couple strikers this year just come out of nowhere. What's the guy in Germany? Is it Germany? Garissa? Is that how you say his name? He just come out of nowhere, been dead for years, and just bang goals all of a sudden. Gokeres, I don't know much about his record previously, so I won't say too much, but it's like his name just came out of nowhere as well. There was another guy in January as well linked. Jimenez, was it? Yeah, Jimenez with a G. I think he's a bit younger though, so I understand if you know, but if you're mid-20s and you're in Stuttgart, yeah. Garassi. That's it. Garassi. Just banging goals out of nowhere. I'm sure his record previously to that was crazy. Was crazy. Um but yeah. Sorry, what's just happened to this screen here? Okay, cool. Next one in audit again saying bro justifies Teta like family. Obviously back to the Babs conversation. Nah, but F that, you keep doing your thing, my G. I never catch Big Six live, but I'm gonna catch it anyhow. Best show. I love for that. Love for that. You don't need to catch it live anyway. You know, if you're watching it after, same thing, bro. Support is support. Appreciate it same way. People that tune in live, people that watch the show after, share it, do all of that stuff. Big up Ur as well. Hope you're good, my bro. Big up as well for all the help behind the scenes. He says, I'd like your thoughts on Fed to Arsenal, to be honest. Haven't got much thoughts on it. Interesting, one can cover multiple positions. I don't know. Like, I saw a recent report saying we're linked to a left back. I saw something from Arteta saying Timber's a right. He's got both fullback positions in mind for him. We've given Tomiyasu a new contract recently. So all these reports are just, you know, but there's still a report saying we're going to get a left back. I don't know. Probably though. I mean, is Tierney done? Is his contract done? How's it gone over there? I don't know. I don't care if a player's gone or players or not. I don't care. But yeah, I mean, good player, good player. I say good because Premier League is something else, you know. Premier League is something else. So for me, it's hard to. I've only seen a couple Turkish players come to this league and actually, make a good name for themselves. Um, that's Mustafa Izzet, Leicester, and Tugay. Is that the two? Yeah, yeah, that is the two. I'm not missing anyone there. So it's hard for me to say 100%. The thing is, Arsenal, North London. If you're a Turkish Cypriot, whatever, it's home away from home. So the Turkish culture is very firmly ingrained into parts of North London, especially round the corner from Arsenal's Emirates and round the corner from all these nice places that footballers tend to stay in North London. So for a Turkish player, it's a good spot to be at. Go to Nelly said Ozil. I mean, did Ozil's time here? My opinion overall. If I'm judging Ozil's time, I don't think it was a great time. You know, great seasons, great player in his peak, but overall, the end and the end was dragged out. The end was basically 3 years. The end was basically 3 years. So for the end dragged out so much that you know it didn't justify the beginning. Even though we won FA Cups and we started winning trophies again since he walked through the door. Suka is Croatian, bro. I didn't say Suka. Oh, he did. Scarfugly. I don't know if he's trolling or not. Hakan Şükür did play in the Premier League though. Didn't he play for Blackburn for for half a season or a season or something? Injuries galore, late, old. So he might be talking about him. Oh, you're talking. Oh, yeah, he was talking about Davor Suker, the one that we got from Real '99 after we sold the Nelka. Yeah, that one didn't go down well either. That one didn't go down well either. Came off the back of a great Euros though. I think he was top. Was he top scorer at the? Not Euros. Was he top scorer at Euro '96? I remember he lobbed Schmeichel. He lobbed Schmeichel in Euro '96. It was a quality goal. Quality goal. World Cup '98. I was thinking, was it World Cup? Because I was pretty sure it was the season we signed him. He was top scorer the year before in the international tournament. But when I thought to myself, was it World Cup? I didn't remember it, but I remember he lobbed Schmeichel in Euro '96. I do remember. Or did he lob Schmeichel in the World Cup? I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure that was Euro '96, but it is what it is. People are confirming World Cup is where he was top scorer or joint top scorer. Shearer was top scorer at the Euros. Shearer was top scorer. Will you sell Smith Rowe in the summer? Will we? I don't know. Should we? Yes. I mean, Ramsdale. We're gonna count Ramsdale, Zinchenko, Partey, Smith Rowe, Nketiah, Reece Nelson. That's 6 players that it's au revoir, man. It's au revoir. Like it's for one reason or another, whether it's injuries, whether it's lack of chances taken, and by chances I mean first team opportunities, whether it's hard done by, I don't really care. Those 6 players. You know what? Someone said Fabio, and I'm gonna put Fabio into their 7. I'm gonna put Fabio into their 7 because come on, like the guy's been fit. We've needed a spark. You haven't turned to him. Forget it. Forget it. We ain't got time to dilly dally about with players that you don't trust in crunch time, and they're not gonna learn if you don't even put them in. So what's the point in me hoping for next year with Fabio Vieira? So yeah, I'll put Vieira. Then I'm seeing Cedric Lokonga. Al Nene. Al Nene's gone. Contract done. Cedric. That guy's contract must be done, bro. Let me check this guy's contract. if this guy's contract's not done, what did we sign him to? Because yes, his contract is done this summer. This summer. Okay. And then a contract done, Cedric contract done. Lokonga, Luton are gonna go down. They're not gonna want to buy him. Who do we sell him to? Probably don't. Probably gets a loan. Like add him to the list as well. He needs to go. So that's 8 players. Then you include El Nene and Cedric, who are, hey, well, Lokonga made it with Cedric and El Nene. That's 10, but Lokonga makes it 10. He's not with us right now, so 9. That's 9 players out of our first team squad now. That's big, That's big. That's a big chunk. 9 is a big chunk. Now, listen, I don't mind Nwaneri, getting promoted. No, I know he's very young, but give him League Cup appearance here or there. Cool. That can fill one position. But 8 more? I don't know. Does that sound viable? I'm not too sure. It's a difficult one when I break it down like that, because it makes me think that out of those what initial 7 players I mentioned, we'll probably have to keep 2 or 3, because to transition 9 in one summer, that don't sound like something that's gonna happen. Even though it should. Problem is that a couple of those, Lokonga, Vieira, they're players that just came in a couple of years ago. So they shouldn't be on this list, but they are, because they're dead. Zinni as well. I'm not gonna put him with Lokonga, and whoever I just said, but Zinni, he helped elevate us. But it's time now. It's time. Like Bellerin, you want to do your thing outside of football. You want to whatever you want to do. I don't think you're on a planting trees thing, but you're on a mad thing. Go do it. We might. Who's Bellerin at? Real Betis. Zinni might want to go there. Imagine, aye, Betis. Imagine Zinni as one fullback and Bellerin as the other. You lot would be doing your thing on and off the pitch. Trees planted left, right, and center. You'd have speech. You'd have UN speech ready players. Just come on, come on. That is elite. Zinni and Bellerin as your fullbacks. Can you imagine? I'd actually watch some games, just to see what the hell would happen in that game. I'd watch some games. But yeah, I don't even know how we got to that. They gave Socrates as well, free those trees. Fax Turkish to go to another club that doesn't care about winning. Yeah, so that's all the players that I'd go through. Tuchel to United. Galtinelli, what are you telling me? Who said that? No way Tuchel to United. Did someone in the chat say that, or is that something going around there? What? Jay said Tuchel to United. News is breaking. Let me see what's going on. Let me just search Tuchel with his name. Report. That was 23 hours ago. It's too early. Too early for me to find. I guess X is the place for it, right? All right. So if I search Tuchel on X, let's see. The first thing I see is Tuchel, man. Allow it, Saeed. Hey, when's Mandem talk? What's going on? Let me open up another tab here. Let me see what's going on in the Man United YouTube world. Oh shit, Saeed's live. Is Mandem talk now? Emergency. Sack him regardless. 10 o'clock. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Who is it? Is he on his own? Is he on his own? I might do a watch along to the emergency stream. How much time have I got? Who broke this news though? How serious is this news? How serious? You know what? Saeed, yeah? That guy. I had to cook him on Twitter yesterday. I had to cook him. I don't even use Twitter much, but I had to cook him. I can't lie. Spicy Spurs got to me. Because how dare you? How dare you? We're the 3rd most successful club. on this land. See this land that I'm sitting on right now? This land, Arsenal, third most successful club. And man said spicy Spurs. And I said you can't finish a finished man. You cannot. How? He's dead. How do you kill him? How? It's a difficult battle. It's a very difficult battle. But he must learn the hard way. He must learn. Nearly found out today. But listen, the ups and downs, it's great. It's great. Because once City clamped them in the final, and City better clamp them in the final, all will be well. KG would have clean said Ten Hag out. I will be collecting my monies. And I'll be open to other bets with any United fan next season. Same terms. Higher finish. Shout me. Shout me. If Ten Hag's still the manager, I bet you he gets sacked before Arteta does. Shout me. We can have these bets. We'll put it on fair play. Bellingham scores again. Yep. You know what? I can't lie. I'm not watching as much La Liga as I should be, man. As I should be. It was El Clasico today, and the way that's lost this. Was it today? Was it today? Where am I? Was it La Liga or was it? You see, I don't even know. I don't even know, man. But whatever it is, you know, it's not what it was. Fell off hard. I don't even. I think they're banned from using the term El Clasico, isn't it? It's right now. It's live right now. Oh, is that why I'm? But wasn't Saeed doing a watch along? My man ended the watch along to do emergency stream. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. He just. I should have brought snacks. I should have brought snacks. Who knew? How can what? How can you win 4-3 and people know you're shit? It's mad. Can't even enjoy a win. They mad. They went to the final. They're in the final. I'm not saying they should enjoy the way they won that, but I'm saying, wow, how'd you make a final and still come out shit? It's crazy. Or again says, I know you're usually vibing in the big six, but do not let the hate along duo get away from laughing at us and then dropping that this week. Or you know what it is for me? We must win. We must win a major trophy. And I'll shit on everyone. I'll shit on everyone. Everyone. Every week. I'll do that gladly. In many different ways. Many, many different ways. Bluntly, creatively, theoretically, practically. I will shit all over every one of them. But we must win. I need us to win. Get over the line in one major. And that's it. That's it. You lot, I don't know. You lot think you know me? I don't even know me. I don't even know me. Let us win something. We will all find out together. We will all find. Just make sure you're still subscribed. If you don't like the me that comes out of us winning the major trophy, then just wait. Because I'm sure we'll go through another patch of not winning stuff and the old me will be back. But we will find out. So, 100%. You think I like that? After getting knocked out, I'm going to get my car and I'm hearing X and KG's voices live, not not on YouTube, live in my just in the air. You don't even know. I was just gonna put bare, you know, them Lime bikes and them rental bikes, and I was gonna put. There was like 4 of them where I park, and X's car was their KGs as well. I was gonna put all them Lime bikes around the cars. That there was a pile of bricks. I was gonna just, why, why? We need to win. I didn't. In the end, I chose not to be petty. I said, if I do that, they've won. If I do that, they'll post it on their story. They'll say, look at this guy, and they'd be right. Sour. They'd be right. But we win. Sorry, people. I know I'm going off on one. I know I'm going. Has Saeed's stream started yet? I don't want to miss that. I can't lie to you, people. Nah, 3 minutes. 3 minutes over. 14 games, 1 draw, 1 loss equals tantrums. I don't know if you're talking about me. I don't think you're talking about me. I don't feel like I throw tantrums anymore. I have done. I don't feel like I do anymore. Like I said, until heavy PTSD. So last season, I expected City to win the league. This season, I expected City to win the league. And when I say expected, I don't mean game week 1. I mean every game week up until now and up until whenever last season. So I've never been in a headspace to throw a tantrum about thinking we should have done something that we didn't. Next season, probably different because I think we should win the league next season. I think we should. If we don't, I wouldn't say tantrum, but I'd say, yeah, too much. But if you're not talking about me and you're talking about someone else, someone else you've seen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Again, similar to being asked about Babs, for example, I don't really care how anyone else conducts themselves. I used to, I'll go back to, I used to care about people that used to oppose the Cronk out stuff. I used to care because I'd just be like, are you all right in the head? How can you back this or make excuses for this? But I've grown up to, I think my son has played a big part. Obviously, because a lot of love, care, attention that, you naturally can give and emit in life gets put straight from other sources that you put it into or receive it from, and should, for every human being, go into the child and into your children. So maybe that played a part. But I don't know, you might be talking about me. Maybe you still think I don't know, people still think I'm, overly, people still think I'm too much, basically. But it is what it is. I'll be there dunking the quote pride of London week after week. After we get our major, I will be there wearing my shades with the suit. Listen, trust me, these men don't know. Slowly, I've been accumulating addresses. They don't even realize. I hope they're not watching now. Right, over the last maybe 12 months, just on the one away. Yo, where are you? Oh, you're home, yeah? I'm gonna come link you quickly. I got something to give you. It's not a thumbs up phone call. Get it right, MacBook. But send me your postcode. Postcode sent. Cool. Link. Here you go. On a Zoom, maybe. Cool. Let's go. Move. Little do they know, I've got address book. I've got Waze. You see Waze? You know Waze? WAZE. Addresses are saved. In this. We will be vlogging live on the move that day, that night, that week. We'll protect addresses, but that's all. We will be there. They just think it's innocent. Turkish wants to run a zoo quickly. Say no more. It's not innocent. One day. One day. Pull up. Cause of madness. Last one from me, G. Please make sure you confront Grizz over his Madrid comments. Buddy has no shame whatsoever. What the which Madrid comments that they'll go further than Arsenal, or they're not the same team, or which comment in particular? Because Chris says a lot. Chris says a lot. It will be a movie. Trust me, chill. London riot, says Neil. London lockdown. I hope that stream, just has legs, because it needs to. We'll be going different parts of London. See some of these motorways in London and around London, the reception cuts out at points, 3G, no bars. Can't afford that. The stream needs to run from location to location to location to location to location. There's many locations. Miles will be driven. Petrol will be used. Tires may need to be replaced, because this could be city to city. I haven't decided the route we're going to take. I haven't decided. Do we go up north and just knock on Saeed's door and then work our way down back to London? Or do we start in London and then branch out? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? One day. One day. One day soon. Drive by. Nah, no drive by. Let me see. Has Saeed started the stream? He has. It's man them talk. Stream, sack Ten Hag and bottle job players now. I've got to watch this, people. I've got to watch this. We've just passed an hour as well. 650 people here. Big up Beige and Guna as well, looking to come up in September. 8-hour flight. Hopefully get to meet you and my guy Troops. September, yeah, why not? What date in September? Because September, I'm gonna be in Cyprus early September, I think, for about 10 days. So yeah. Hopefully though. Hopefully. Just keep man updated. Keep man updated with dates and all of that. And if we can make it work, we can make it work. Just a reminder, people, as well, yeah. Playback. I told you about it before. There's a live chat in the description. There's a live chat in the description. There's a link in the description. There's a link in the live chat as well. There's a new streaming platform. I say new, it's new to me, and it's new to the football or soccer content creating world. It's an American company. They do NBA streams first and foremost, and quality NBA streams. I can't even lie. It's making me want to get into it, because you can watch the match, you can watch the game, and the streamer is right there in the corner while the game's on. So there's no problems with what time of the game are you on. Update your clock. The live game through NBA League Pass is there. But listen, I'm going too much on NBA. Like I said, it's kind of drawing me, and I can't lie. I'm going to be doing FC 24 there first and foremost. People want to, call me out for 1v1s. I'm going to do it on Playback and career mode. People want to see career mode out of me as well. So I'm going to do it on Playback. It's a lot more of an engaging platform with the community. You can take part too. So do me a favor. Go to that link. It's free to sign up. So sign up, but join the room. That's my room there. Like I said, I'll start with FC24 career mode and one-on-ones, but I will probably branch out. Probably NBA. Probably NBA will come in at some point. I can't lie to you. Depending on how Playback branch out, if they could get rights for football, then that would be the watch along platform to be on. So yeah, make sure you go over there, check them out, show them some love. I say show them some love, show my room some love. Sign up, join. And yeah, once it's time, it's time. I was gonna go live later tonight, but I don't think that's gonna be possible. So I'll probably end up going live tomorrow. Yes, PS5, Christopher. Yeah, I'll probably end up going live tomorrow. But once I do go live and get my head around it all, I'll be live pretty much every day for a couple hours, either doing career mode or 1v1s. It's up to the community. If that's something you want to do, then make sure you come over. But listen, if you support the thing, like I know you support the thing, go over there and join up Playback and join my room as well, people. And get the numbers up there, get the numbers up here as well. Hit the like button. I'm gonna go watch Saeed stream as well. Gonna go grab a few snacks downstairs and sit back, relax, and yeah, might even bill it, people. Might even bill it. Big up. We'll be back when I'm back. OG's back sometime this week. Title Talk back sometime this week. tomorrow, Big Six, and Big Six will have further announcement of other shows that are coming this week. So make sure you're there. Make sure you're subscribed. Put a notification bell on. Love for the love, people. We're out. Peace.